Here, Ryan, that's good.
Good. We're live.
Unmuted.
Yep. Good to go.
Hey everyone, Emily Gaskin here from Harris Fisher Park Racing and Casino. We are officially live for our 2021 Dan Patch Post Draw. Coming at you a little different from the racing office on the backside. So we are getting ready to draw the 2021 edition of our $300,000 Dan Patch Stakes. It's our 28th edition of our signature harness race, set to go postward on Friday, August 13th. We're going to have an action-packed card from start to finish, and of course, highlighted by the Dan Patch Stakes, which set to go a little later on in the program. Joining us for the post draw, we've got our racing secretary, director of racing, Mr. Scott Piney. We've got our horseman's representative, Jody Essig, our associate judge, Kevin Gum, our track announcer, Michael Chamberlain, and race office clerk, Pam Anders. So we're going to hand it over to them for the official duties, and Michael Chamberlain will announce as we go along. And we're also going to have the official morning line after the race is drawn. So Michael and I will talk about the field, we'll give them a little time to prepare the morning line, and we'll come back with you with that full field and the morning line. So without further ado, I'll hand it over to the officials for our 2021 Dan Patch Post Draw.
Okay, we've got our pills ready to go. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, I think we are good to start. Kevin, you're the man in charge, so.
Baymont Hanover will be AE1. Chief Mate will be AE2. Little Rocket Man, Cliff.
Little Rocket Man, of course, has done very well here at Harris Hoosier Park so far this season, having won multiple races and did put forth some really good efforts throughout the season. Little Rocket Man getting post number 6 for the Dan Patch.
No losing, 8.
No losing, getting the number 8 post position, driven by Dexter Dunn, Nancy Tactor, the trainer. This one was at the Meadowlands most recently on July 31st and finished in a very nice time of 1:48 for that last performance.
9.
Tell me about it, 9.
Tell me about it. Another of the locals here at Harris Hoosier Park, Michael Lusting and Alvin Miller, the driver-trainer combo there. This one on August the 6th was able to come through with a second place finish with a victory, I should say, was a winner over Little Rocket Man in that last effort, finishing in a time of 1:48. So Little Rocket Man, tell me about it. I've already gone at it this season, and we'll have another effort at the Dan Patch on Friday.
2.
Working on a mystery, 2.
Working on a mystery gets the number 2 post position. Driver Todd McCarthy, the trainer Brian Brown, was in the Sam McKee just this past week at the Meadowlands on August the 7th. Finished 8th in that effort in a 1:48-1. That was the Catch the Fire division of that one. That Catch the Fire defeated Nicholas Beach in the Sam McKee Memorial this past weekend at the Meadowlands. Number 2 gets that one working on a mystery.
3.
This is the plan, 3.
This is the plan with the Yannick Gingras driving for Ron Burke. Was in the McKee Memorial, finished 3rd behind Alleywag Hanover and Western Joe in that most recent effort, and had prior to that won up at Saratoga Harness on July the 24th in the Gary up there in a time of 1:50-2. This is the plan, gets post position number 3.
5.
Cattle Wash, 5.
Cattle Wash. This one has David Miller driving for Ron Burke. Was 5th in the McKee, led that division of that one for a good part of that race before all the closers got there, and ended up going on by. But Cattle Wash has done some great things in the past as well. Was the winner of the William Haught back on July 17th at the Meadowlands. Did that as was the betting favorite in each of those last 2 efforts. Gets post position number 5, right in the middle.
1.
Centra, 1.
Sintra gets the rail for driver Jody Jameson And this one has done some pretty nice stuff here of late, a 150 in the most recent effort. That one coming up at Woodbine, so coming down here south of the border for this effort in the Dan Patch. Sintra, an 8-year-old gelding. Once again, Jody Jameson will be driving.
Catch the Fire 4.
As I referenced, Catch the Fire was a winner in the McKee Memorial just this past weekend at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Did that very nicely. Scott Zeron driving for Todd Luther. A very nice victory in that last effort, and was also a winner the week before on July 31st in the 4-year-old open race up there at the Meadowlands. Did that in 148 and won that victory in the McKee last time out was 147-2, getting the number 4 post position, Catch the Fire.
10.
Backstreet Shadow 10.
Backstreet Shadow will be starting in the second tier for the $300,000 Dan Patch. This one was third behind Catch the Fire and Nicholas Beach in the McKee Memorial, and also won a division of the Garrity back on. I should say was third in the division of the Garrity back on July 24th. Backstreet Shadow getting in the second tier. Driver to be announced for trainer Ron Burke, number 10, Backstreet Shadow.
7.
Brassy Hanover 7.
Brassy Hanover gets post position number 7. Brian Sears driving for trainer Jeff Culliver. Of course, Jeff Culliver is one of our leading trainers here at Harris Hoosier Park. Was in the Houghton back on July 17th. Ended up finishing third in that race, back behind Alley by Hanover and Backstreet Shadow in that division on July 17th. The 7th post position for Brassy Hanover in the Dan Patch. And that is the field. We have got our post position draw taken care of. We'll have a couple of minutes to talk about these horses, Emily and I, and we'll have the morning line for you in just a few moments. And thank you to all our officials for staying here a little later today for the Dan Patch draw here at Harris Hoosier Park.
I think we talk about politics or something like that, or coronavirus. Yeah.
Couldn't talk off the cuff like that.
Your mics are hot.
So the field is drawn, Michael. We actually gave our morning line just a second to get caught up, and we've got the morning line. So we can run through the field. The field is set, as we said, for our 2021 Dan Patch Stakes, a purse of $325,000. Of course, the Dan Patch 2021 Dan Patch Stakes presented by Brittany Farms. And what a field we've got, Michael.
Absolutely, and having Catch the Fire off that great performance this past week at Meadowlands. Cattle Wash is certainly no slouch either. A terrific horse. Our own local hero, Little Rocket Man, is part of this field, and this is the plan: is getting that outside post. That may be a little bit to overcome with the quality of this field, but certainly a horse that can do it.
Yeah, and I think that's maybe what makes this the most interesting. Obviously, a very wide open group, but with the post position draw, we see a couple of horses that really drew well. A couple of horses that would have preferred probably a better post position, but looks like a morning line choice as far as the morning line is concerned, pretty evenly matched. No one heavily favored on the morning line.
No, you don't have anyone that's sitting here at 7-5 or 8-5. And I think 3-1 on Catch the Fire is a very good price off that performance the last week, obviously, and having won 2 in a row. As a matter of fact, this is the plan: 7-2. Also, based on his history. That is a good number there. And the third choice, 4-1, Backstreet Shadow, getting out of the second tier. But, we've seen plenty of horses do really great things out of the second tier already this season. And I don't think that is going to be a problem for a horse of the quality of Backstreet Shadow.
Yeah, when you've got a quality field like this, I don't, like you said, I don't think the second tier maybe as much of an issue there. So we'll start from the top as far as the morning line is concerned. We'll start from the top and we can kind of go back and forth. So we'll start with the one, Sintra. David Maneri trained Jody Jamieson, currently listed to drive. Obviously, drivers will be named in a few days. But Sintra, 8-year-old gelding, looking for his 6th win of the season. Fresh off of a victory at the preferred level at the Woodbine. He has been installed as 10-1 on the morning line.
And that inside post position draw really does help Sintra. It does show a propensity in the past performances to kind of sit mid-pack and really should be in good position as they work their way around the racetrack.
We got 2, post position number 2 is Working on a Mystery from the Brian Brown barn. Dexter Dunn listed to drive currently. This is a 5-year-old horse looking for his first win of the season. Actually, no stranger to success here at Hoosier Park. He's raced at Hoosier Park a number of times. Looking for his first one of the season. Qualified at Hoosier Park, actually finished second to Little Rocket Man just 2 starts ago. I thought that was a very game effort in the Sam McKee where he finished 4th, pace woman 26-1. He's a 12-1 on the morning line.
And the thing you like about that, as you mentioned, it does have a little bit of local history with that qualifier, so you get used to the track, which certainly helps. And I think the fact that this one is still winless this year is not a problem, because the quality of the competition that this horse has been facing has certainly been great, as we're going to talk about here.
Yeah, and I think he's really kind of coming into this race at the right time. He's fresh and ready to go. So next we have, this is the plan. He's drawn post position number 3. Ron Burke trains this 6-year-old gelding by some beach somewhere. Of course, he looking for his 6th victory of the season. He was the winner of the Max Hemp. He actually finished 6th in the Dan Patch Stakes last year here at Hoosier Park, but no stranger to success. He is 7-2 on the morning line for trainer Ron Burke. Yannick Gingras listed to drive.
The win in the Garrity and the 3rd in the McKee certainly make this one a viable candidate of those recent races, and getting the number 3 post position, that's certainly going to help. I mean, you've got 3 really great horses right there in the middle, 3, 4, and 5, as we're going to talk about, with Catch the Fire and Cattle Wash as well. So this is really where the meat of the field is.
Yeah, and speaking of that, the 3-1 morning line choice is the 4 Catch the Fire from the Todd Luther barn. Scott Zeron into a drive, watched his interview at the Meadowlands last week, said that he was going to make the trip to Hoosier Park to drive this horse, and rightfully so. He's won 6 of 9. Michael, we so oftentimes talk about these horses stepping up from 3 to 4, and Catch the Fire has done it just brilliantly. He set a track record at Hoosier Park. Big effort in that Sam McKee. No surprises here to see him at the morning line choice.
No, not at all off that last effort, and I thought this horse was a very good winner last time out, and I actually did pick this one here in the tip sheet that we did at Harris Hoosier Park to win that last race, beating out Nicholas Beach. Was not surprised at all by that performance. Catch the Fire really did show a lot of good stuff that last race.
And then we go to post position number 5. That's Cattle Wash, who is 9-2 on the morning line from the Ron Burke barn. David Miller listed to drive. He's yet to miss the board in 3 starts at Harris Hoosier Park. He was first in his Breeders' Crown elimination, third in the Breeders' Crown final, and actually won the Monument Circle here last year in 1:48.3. He comes in off of an 8th place performance in that Sam McKee, but he's won 2 of 6 for high percentage Ron Burke.
I think what happened in that last race was that the pace was so hot up front. This one just got a little bit cooked in that race, and all the closers came on by. 26-2 for the quarter, 53-4 for the half, and this horse was doing all the hard work in that race. And when the time came for the payoff at the end, just didn't have anything left. I think coming back a week later, I think Cattle Wash is certainly one to watch.
The local favorite, or we'll give it to the local favorite, that's the 6, A Little Rocket Man, who will make his first, not his first Harris Hoosier Park start. He's actually never made a start outside of Indiana or Ohio, but he's making his first start in the Dan Patch. Rightfully so, gets a bid to race in the Dan Patch. Of course, last year he raced in the Greg Haston Memorial and set a track record equaling 147.2. So good to see this horse finally get his chance on the gate for that $325,000 Dan Patch Stakes. 20 to 1 on the money line.
I never thought I'd see the day. The
No.
Little Rocket Man would be 20 to 1 here, but I think that, as we said, it shows the quality of this field. And the post position draw does not hurt. Getting the number 6 spot, I think that's really a good position. Is actually outside of these horses we've been talking about. So this one could possibly get really well positioned right off the bat.
Very much so. We go next to the 7, that's Brassy Hanover from the Jeff Collifer barn. Jeff Collifer, Brian Sears drove this horse in his last out. He's actually driven him a number of times here at Hoosier Park. Paced home in 26-3 in that last out in the preferred level at the Meadowlands. And comes back to Hoosier Park. Actually has his lifetime best here at Hoosier Park. And another one that I don't think the post position necessarily hurts him here. He was the winner of the 2020 Send It In Stakes over at Scioto Downs over Little Rocket Man in 1:48.3. He's 8 to 1 on the morning line.
And our friends Gabe Pruitt and Pete Aiello love that Send It In
Yes.
Stakes quite a bit. And with Sears driving this one for Jeff Culliver. Jeff Culliver's been winning races here consistently all season, has been on the top of the leaderboard for our trainers. So it's not a surprise to see him have a quality horse in the Dan Patch this coming Friday. And that 8 to 1 price, I think that's very attractive.
Very attractive for Brassy Hanover. Then we go next to the 8, that's No Losing from the Nancy Tapter barn. Dexter Dunn, currently listed to drive. This is another one of those horses making that step up from 3 to 4. He's had 5 starts on the season. Finished second in a conditioned pace, pacing in 1:48 at the Meadowlands on the 31st of July. So comes back to Hoosier Park. He's raced at Hoosier Park in the Breeders' Crown and the like. So comes back to Hoosier Park for the first time this season. 15 to 1 on the morning line.
And the qualifier right before that effort on the 24th was 151. But look at that last quarter, 25-4. That is really moving fast. I think if someone's going to be coming from out of the clouds to possibly steal this one at the end, this would be the one.
Yeah, next we go to post position number 9, and nobody wants to draw post position 9 here at Hoosier Park. Unfortunately, Tell Me About It has done just that. For local connections, Alvin Miller, Mike Using currently listed to drive. This horse, talk about a horse for the course, entering off of a big mile. That was a big effort last week, upsetting Little Rocket Man. Fastest mile of the season here at Harris Hoosier Park, 1:48, last quarter in 26-3. The horse has made $542,000, as we said, for those local connections. And draws a tough assignment from post 9, 30 to 1 on the morning line.
I was really impressed with that performance this last week. It was a visually excellent effort. Had, as you said, the fastest time of the meet in 1:48, and really worked the whole way with Little Rocket Man. It was a tremendous horse race. And the fact that both of these horses are now here in the Dan Patch, a testament to the quality of what we have been presenting all season here at Harris Hoosier Park.
We round out the field with the 10, that's Backstreet Shadow from the Ron Burke barn. This horse entering off of a 3rd place effort in the Sam McKee. He's also made a number of starts here at Harris Hoosier Park, 3 actually in 2020. He finished 4th in the 2020 Dan Patch Stakes, 6th in the Hoosier Park Pacing Derby, and finished 3rd in the Open Pace in the 2020 Breeders' Crown. He's 4 to 1 on the morning line. Ron Burke trains, Tim Tetrick listed to drive from that 2nd tier.
One of the millionaires in this field, having earned over $1 million in his career. Backstreet Shadow, we mentioned in that 2nd tier, but not a problem, I don't think, for this one. Especially if Sintra does get any kind of a start, this one could be as well positioned early on for Backstreet Shadow. And Tim Tetrick is he knows what he's doing. He's not in the Hall of Fame for no reason. So
exactly
Backstreet
right.
Shadow is certainly one to keep an eye on here from that number 10 post position.
So there we have it. Again, the field for the $325,000 Dan Patch Stakes presented by Brittany Farms. It is slated to go Friday, August 13th, and it's going to be one of a number of races Very exciting races on Friday's card, just an action-packed card from start to finish on Friday.
Yes, 15 races on Friday. This is the 13th of the
Yes.
15 races, and this is going to be one of the premier cards that we're going to have all season long, and we are very excited about it. And we invite everyone to come out and check it out if you're here in Indiana, or otherwise, just be sure you're watching on the simulcast because you're going to see some great racing Friday.
Yeah, like I said, we're gonna have all sorts of festivities going on the track to go along with our signature harness race. So we're going to invite folks to come out. We'll have some family fun activities. We'll have all sorts of giveaways. We're going to be giving away some really nice duffel bags. Actually, just saw them up in the grandstand. Really nice duffel bags, free to the first 500 folks. We'll have all sorts of other giveaways going on. And as Michael said, if you're joining us via simulcast, we'll have a free past performance lines. We'll have all sorts of guaranteed wagers going on as well. So there'll be a little bit for everyone. So I want to make sure that you are tuned in and dialed in for our harness racing event, the 2021 Dan Pat Stakes presented by Brittany Farms, our 28th edition of this race, Michael.
Looking very forward to it. I think we are ready for a big Friday night. Of course, let's not forget we have racing tomorrow and Thursday as well. First post time on Wednesday night, 6:30. So we do want to remind you it's a full racing week here at Harris Hoosier Park, and we are very excited to get it going.
That's right. And I want to thank the race office staff for letting us invade their
Yes,
territory
absolutely.
and host. And of course, thank our AV crew, Ryan Clinton, for making this happen and being able to bring the post position draw live to you from the race office. So
We wrapped it with a golf day. That's
yes, that's all it was. I didn't have babysitter, so we were all making things happen to come in here. So again, want to
By
thank
the
you
way,
for joining
he
us.
is adorable.
Thank you very
That
much.
little rodent is just gorgeous.
So he attended his first Dan Patch post draw. So
Yes, that's
he did. Again, want to invite everybody to come out and thank you for joining us, and look forward to seeing everyone on behalf of Michael Chamberlain, our Vice President and General Manager of Racing, Mr. Rick Moore, and everyone here at Harris Hoosier Park. I want to thank you for joining us and look forward to seeing you on Friday for our 2021 Dan Patch Stakes.
Clear.